Century 21 Real Estate. Move fearlessly.
Welcome back to another market report. My name is Trevon. I'm with Century 21 Mike Bowman. It is 2024, and we're going to hop right back into the bi-weekly stats. I pretty much send these stats out every other week, just so if you're searching in the real estate, you're an investor, future buyer, future seller, you can have an idea of what's going on, at least specifically in the DFW Metroplex. I touch over some macro data as well, including the Austin market, mainly Texas. But the idea here is to know your game plan, know how to execute, and know what to expect when you're out there in the market. Of course, I don't know everything, but I just study day by day being a real estate agent, and then also adding in macro data and analytics to somewhat build a great storyline as far as what to expect. Of course, like I said, no one knows the full crystal ball, but the best thing we can do is put together the data that we have plus what we are expecting, and then add in the things that do affect pricing, that do affect what you can afford, and that do affect the real estate market in a whole, whether that be residential, commercial, infrastructure coming to the area, people leaving the area, and future projects, and also expected growth. Because we're going to start off from November, and I'm just going to pretty much fly through November just to show you how prices are slowly increasing as rates are slowly decreasing, which if you've been a follower on this channel or these market reports, you know I've been saying this for 8 to 9 months is exactly what's going to happen. Prices are going to level out, and they have leveled out as far as majority of the homes. And as interest rates do drop, you're going to see buyers hit the market a lot stronger, a lot more confident, and you're going to see also sellers willing to wait for an asking offer or an offer that they want to take. Okay, so we're going to start off with DFW. So the median price, which I've gone over this a few times, but it was $390 in November. Now, median price, it shows it's down. It shows it's down here to 389, but really it's up 1.3% as far as the whole entire DFW market itself. So you are seeing an increase in price, right? Maybe it doesn't illustrate it the best way. Maybe they had a typo here, but it's up 1.3% from November. So active listings, they are up 8%, which is down 2% from November. A little bit of a drop, obviously through the holidays. Some people don't list as much, but you're still seeing activity. So closed sales down 5.9% year over year. That's really what the stats about. And it is down from November. But I believe we will see a pickup as the weather gets a little warmer. People start wanting to move around a little bit more. And of course, as we step into spring, summer, and if they do drop interest rates anymore, which that's what's been on the horizon. That's something that big money has said. So that's just your broad macro data. Now we're going to touch over the sales within the last 7 days. This just gives you a picture, an idea of movement, right? If you're seeing through the few months that you're searching or thinking about selling, if you're seeing your specific county fluctuate in a way that's not going to help you, whether you're buying or selling, or at least you're going to get an idea of, hey, look, there's a lot of homes selling in this area, and there's a lot of homes being bought in this area. And that's kind of the idea. Of course, all these counties are going to be different. DFW, it covers Tarrant, Dallas, Collin County, and Denton County. So that's quite a bit of activity. It's going to show you a lot of production, and it's not going to be the same as Hood County or Parker County, where there's not as many homes for sale. But it still will give you an illustration of what is happening as far as the daily activity. Okay, so DFW, within the last 7 days, there's been 1,256 properties sold, 1,396 new listings. So there's been 100 basically more new listings than properties were sold. And then you have 975 pending, all within the last 7 days. Sure, it's based off high numbers because, like I said, those counties, those cities have a lot of homes in them, but you want to see that type of activity. Next, we're going to go over Wise County. Wise County had 29 properties sold within the last 7 days. They had 29 new listings and 13 pending. And Wise County is definitely going to pick up from there. Most likely, they have a lot of infrastructure and commercial growth headed that direction, and lots of new construction. Next, we're going to touch over Hood County. Hood County, similar to Wise County, more of a rural area where there's not as many homes, more space. 20 properties sold within the last 7 days, 21 new listings, and 7 pending. So that's what you want to see. You want to see more listings and properties sold. That's showing you that activity is slowly trickling up. Next, we're going to touch over Parker County. Parker County, they had 52 properties sold, 75 new listings, and 35 pending. Another situation where the number of properties listed is more than the properties sold. Next, we're going to touch over Navarro County. So Navarro County, a little bit of slow down as far as activity. 4 properties sold within the last 7 days, 14 new listings, and 3 pending. Yeah, Navarro's, that's going to be the last county that we touch over. And these are just the counties that we normally see activity in as far as, right around DFW, right around Dallas. These are these counties. If you want more specific information on a farther out county, just let me know and I can easily run the numbers for you. Next, I'm going to show you the activity in the whole entire MLS. So this is going to cover pretty much all of the DFW Metroplex plus in outer areas, 45 minutes all the way around Dallas and DFW, even a little more than that, even some homes in Louisiana. So we had 2,655 new listings. We had 2,140 price decreases. So you're still seeing people have to hit that adjustment period. And these stats are also within the last 7 days. So that's 2,000 price reductions in the last 7 days. So there's still plenty of opportunity. You see that we had 1,465 closed sales. You're definitely seeing a pickup of where we have closed homes. And that's what you really want to see. And I think all that's going to truly correlate with interest rates. That's the buying power for people. Interest rates is going to dictate what someone can afford, what they'd be willing to afford, and what someone possibly can afford. So obviously when rates are higher, someone doesn't want to pay or overpay or feel like they're overpaying for a home where they're going to have to pay an astronomical rent price. And then same for investors. Investors don't want to loan on money at 7%, 8%. It's just not going to bring them the income that they are looking for as far as their margins in most cases. Now, investing, you win on the buy, but that's a whole nother conversation. So I did want to touch over interest rates. Again, I'm not a lender. I can get you in touch with plenty of lenders who do this every single day, and that is their specific job. They're the ones you're going to want to talk to when it comes to the financing and how to get it all together. And they know so many avenues of what's going to get you the best deal. So what we're seeing on the national average as far as the 30-year fix is a 7.06. That's fantastic. I mean, the whole year, last year, we were saying 8s, 7.9, 7.8. Good to see that rates are dropping down. It's going to make things a little more affordable. It's going to pick up the market. And the con is that will likely raise prices as you're going to start to see homes go quicker, have a lot more attention. Therefore, it turns to bidding. Therefore, it turns to competition. And therefore, it turns to higher offers to beat out those other offers, right? For someone who thought that they could come in asking or barely under asking. All that depends on where your home is located. Next, we're going to touch over VA. VA, they're sitting on an average around 6.17. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, depending on what your debt to income ratio is, you can probably get it a little lower, but hey, low 6s, high 5s, can't beat that. The next one we're going to touch over is the 30-year VHA, currently sitting around 6.03%. So very strong, very healthy, lower than it has been in the last 3 to 2 years. And that's what you want to see if you're someone entering the real estate market, buying or selling. Because if you're a buyer, that's going to give you a little more opportunity to get maybe a house that you really wanted, as opposed to back then where you're kind of having to dilly-dally and kind of have to really nitpick around price points to really get yourself a deal. And then vice versa, someone who's selling, maybe you were waiting, maybe you weren't getting the number you want. This doesn't mean to increase your price. It just means that it should bring a little more attention. Of course, there's plenty of things that you have to keep in mind when it comes to selling. At the end of the day, it's always about price, but your photos, your marketing, how it's shown. Do you do open houses? Is it easy to see, right? Are people able to view the home? Is there an easy way for them to have access and take a tour? All these things are going to correlate. This is just to provide you insight, information. So when you are ready, you will know how to execute. If you made it this far, I thank you for watching. We will continue this through the year 2024. I'm going to try to put these out every other week and provide the best data that I can possibly provide to help you out. Once again, my name is Trevon Tate. I'm with Century 21 Mike Bowman. We are the #1 Century 21 in the state of Texas. We are truly here to assist you in creating your real estate goals, whether that be buying, selling, moving, investing. Don't hesitate to reach out. And until the next video, I will catch you guys next time.
Century 21 Real Estate. Move fearlessly.